Shall we begin?
Oh hey, and welcome back to the Chanel. Thanks for stopping by. In today's programme, we are going to be doing Wigs 101. And guess what? It's going to be a three-parter. That's right, 3 times the boo. And we're going to start off with washing wigs. Washing wigs, a lot of people don't understand how to do it. These are going to be synthetic wigs that we're washing today. And let's get on with the video. So, we're going to start off with our wig. Here we go. Here she is. She's been worn a few times and she needs a bit of work. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our brush. This is a Denman brush. This is the best brush I find to work with wigs. Have a good old look there, my darlings. Have a good old look there. Right, now we're going to brush her through and do the best we can to remove any knots. Now with my wig tutorials, I'm going to teach you how to do wigs that are going to stay good wigs for years and years and years. If you over backcomb your wigs and you smash them to bits, they're never going to work. They're never going to keep coming out. They're never going to work for years and years and years. Some of my wigs I've had for 5 years now and they're still going strong. So look after your wigs. Follow my tutorials and I'm sure you will have wigs that last for a very long time. So we're going to brush the wig, we're going to brush it all the way back, get as many knots out of said wig as we possibly can. And we're going to lay her here on the table provided. So we're going to go for some spirit gum remover. So these are lace front wigs. If you need to remove the crap around the top, this is what we're going to be doing. Get your spirit gum remover. I like to get a Q-tip or I forget what we call them here in the UK. Cotton buds, darling. So I like to douse my cotton bud. And then what I do is I go around all the edge of all the wig that has any glue residue on it. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see in today's video. The light is not good. I picked doing this in the evening, which is not the best time. The big light gives me horrendous light and you're not seeing me in that light. So here we go. Keep going with your spirit gum remover all the way around the edge of the wig, trying to just get it in there. So what we're going to try and do is break down those bonds of that glue so that when we wash the wig, it pretty much all comes off. I don't worry if it's not all off, as long as most is off the actual thickness of the glue, so it's easier to glue back down again. I will only wear my wigs once or twice, because maybe 3 times you'll see me in a wig. I hate the build-up of glue and the way that people kind of re-stick them down and down and down, and they just build up like this solid, hard, nasty glue that just never re-sticks back down. So, but with my way that I do my wigs, I can like change my wigs really quickly, wash them up, and away with a new one. So, once we've got all this broken down and we can feel it's gone tacky again, we're going to pop her to one side. We're going to get ourselves a lovely towel that we got ready earlier. And we're going to go for a washing up bowl. A clean washing up bowl. Now, how I wash my wigs is with boiling hot water. So be careful, ask an adult, make sure that you're careful with boiling hot water. In she goes. Look at that, steaming away, facial for me as well, and hopefully this wig won't come off. Once we've got the boiling water in there, what we're going to add in there is some Vanish or some clothes whitener. We only add a tiny bit of this. This helps break down any residue in the wigs. And again, the residue on the front of the wigs, on the lace from the glue. I also add the tiniest spot of shampoo. And this is more really for the smell. And again, to just try and remove some of the debris, but I don't like it to soak up too much. going to mix this up. Right, so what is a really good implement for doing this washing of wigs is a pair of tongs. There we go. So we're going to get the wig and we're just going to slowly drop her into the water so she's just touching, and then we're going to keep lifting. What I find this is, it actually helps take some of the knots out. So if we keep doing her gently, get her in, give her a little poke, up she comes again, and you can kind of feel it getting heavier and heavier. And then we submerge her all into the water. And the only thing I do while she's submerged into the water, I don't over mess with her, leave her alone, let her do her thing. Just poke to make sure everything is submerged. And then with your fork or whatever you're going to use to actually grab the wig, remember not your fingers, because this is boiling hot water. Just rub around the edge of the lace. And that's the only bit I clean, is the lace. I just keep rubbing around the lace every few minutes. And she sits in there for around 5 minutes. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so when our 5 minutes are up, and we've spent plenty of time just sort of gently poking and again rubbing around that lace, because that is the bit we really want to get clean. We're going to use our tongs and use them to pull up a part of the wig and then lift it up. Once you've, held her up for a minute and you're able to grab her with your fingers, lift her out of the water, you're best to normally, I always do this normally in the shower so that I can actually immediately rinse her. So you'd lift her up, you then give her a rinse. I'm going to have to pop off camera again now because I don't have a sink in my drag room, and I'll give her a rinse and I'll be back on camera. Okay, we are back and we've got our wig all rinsed out. I rinsed her for a few minutes. Personally today I've wrapped her in a towel just to dry her off quicker, but sometimes I'll leave it to hang for sort of 5 minutes, let her drip off mostly. And then we're on to stage 2 of the washing. So we're going to take the wig, pop it to one side. We're going to go for warm water this time. It doesn't have to be boiling hot, it can be hot but not cold. We're going to go for fabric conditioner, and we're going to add about half a cap. And the water I've got in here is about half full, this washing up bowl. Add in the softener. This is going to soften our wig, help us detangle it, and it's also going to make it smell absolutely gorgeous for the times that you're going to wear it going forward. So again, we're going to get the wig with our hand. Because it's warm water, I'm going to be able to do this with my hand. I do most of the time do it with my hand, I'm going to be honest. I just use the poker to poke it and clean around the wig. So we're going to do the same thing again. Drop her in, pull her up, drop her in, pull her up. As I do this as well, if it's a longer wig, I tend to work my way around the bowl with the length so that again she doesn't end up getting tangled. If it's a really long wig, I tend to actually put bubbles in her first to keep her together, and then I'll wash her. Again, we're going to get her in, and we're going to leave her again for about another 5 minutes. This will help soften all the wig, help get us those tangles that are going to be stuck in there out of the wig. So I will see you in 5, girl. Oh God, this bobbing on and off is driving me insane. Well, after our 5 minutes, we are going to get the wig and we are going to have to rinse her again. So again, I'm going to have to bob off onto the shower into my home here, and I will see you again in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so once we're all rinsed, boom, on we go. I would probably rinse her for a good 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes. You do not want that residue left on that wig. That conditioner residue will be a nightmare. I've had it before where I've not rinsed my wig properly and you just can't do anything with it. It looks greasy, you can't style her, not good. If you're going to actually use a towel for your wigs, I always suggest lying them down and using like the roll method. It helps dry off as much of the wig as you can before you're going to do something with her. So this is basic washing of a wig. You would now hang her up, either leave her to dry, comb her through and straighten her, which I will do a later video on, or you can stick around in a couple of days, come back and see Boo Boo, and I'm going to show you how to set this wig and get her looking snatched. So thanks for stopping by, and hopefully Boo Boo will see you soon. And if you are enjoying my videos, like, subscribe, notify. Bye for now.